into the Tottenham half. Ball played to Alvarado down the right hand side. I'm gonna cut it back. Bernard, Felix, Mendes, right foot strike, 1-0. He's on the inside into Pedro, João Pedro, into Gakpo. Gakpo returns it. Brennan Johnson into João Pedro, who finds the top right corner. Moretti, Declan Rice, João Pedro, Moretti, Gakpo right in front of goal. Gakpo scores. Mendes, Felix, back into Mendes on his left foot, shifts the ball onto his right, takes a shot. Mendes makes it 2-2 between him and Moretti. Rashford, Mendes, 1-2 between him and Rashford. Rashford in behind. Marcus Rashford finds the back of the net. It's 3-2 in extra time. Alvarado swing the ball in with his left foot, cleared out by Tierney. I think he's playing centre back. Ruiz heads it down. Rashford takes a shot. It's 4-2. It is 4-2 in extra time. Marcus Rashford has bagged the all-important goal. Okay, season 7, episode 91. Hope you guys are ready for this episode. So we're gonna kick off talking about sliders. I've switched some of the sliders off camera. So in the link in the description below, I'll include these sliders. These are different to what you've currently been seeing on camera. These are something that I just literally, not even just came out with. I've been using them from yesterday, but in another career mode that I got on a different account. And so far, I kind of like the tempo of the game and how it feels. It feels, I won't say realistic, because obviously there are certain animations that can potentially be affected by slowing the game down a bit and tweaking, playing around with the sliders, but it's always going to be trial and error, trying to find the right tempo. I used to do stuff like this, slow down the game completely, kind of felt like Pez from time to time, but it just got too annoying because of all the updates. So I just stopped like finding the sliders that made the gameplay feel perfect. I just kind of got on with whatever update that they put forth, and also got on with whatever changes they made to the difficulties. Obviously I tweak the sliders from time to time, but I didn't go in depth. But yeah, use some of these, use the sliders or tweak them yourself. Use this as a template and figure out the pace and the type of gameplay you want. Also, I'm playing on Ultimate, so the reason why I've got my shot error on 50 and pass error on 50 is because I use semi-assisted. I'm not fully manual, so I feel like if you're fully manual, maybe to make it harder, obviously increase the value of your shot error and your pass error. And yeah, all of these things you should take into consideration before you actually start playing and start tweaking them, because if you start dilly-dallying with them, the game could be really unbalanced. So try to find the right pace for yourself. I'm gonna leave them in the description below, the sliders. Anytime I make changes to them, I'm gonna start updating them, so it kind of helps with me like promising to show you guys sliders that I'm using and then not end up doing it. So that's gonna be my way of like not procrastinating and giving you guys what you want to see. In terms of this episode now, this could potentially be the last episode of the series if we don't get good results in the Champions League. So if we end up getting knocked out, we won't really have a reason to play the rest of the games on camera. Probably just give you guys a quick rundown of the results and then recap the season. But yeah, we have a FA Cup final at the very end of this episode. So what you should come to see in this one is Tottenham twice, Aston Villa at home. We're going to play these two games off camera, Everton and Brighton, and then we're going to cap it off by potentially bringing in some silverware or flopping and not bringing in silverware. Right now, we're on the double. We can potentially clinch the treble in this video. And yeah, like I said, if we make it past the Champions League, we could potentially do the quadruple 3 years running. In terms of stats and stuff, we're going to continue to cover stats every episode we drop. So Richie's on 41 goals now, 9 away from hitting that 50 mark. He could potentially do that. Rashford's crossed the 30 mark, 31 goals and 14 assists in all competitions. So maybe a contract is on the cards for Rashford. We already spoke about him being upset with his playing time, but the fact of the matter is his overall's 95. I doubt he's going to accept anything other than being given a crucial role at the club. If I go into the negotiation room and it says that he mandatorily needs to be playing week in, week out, then I'm just going to walk out, because yeah, I'm not going to be held to ransom for game time from a player that's not the best in that position. Anthony, he's creeping up with his numbers as what we cracked up with his numbers. 15 goals, 13 assists. He's still doing quite well despite getting an injury. He's been fairly injury prone in my save. He gets injured once a season. That's what it seems like to me. Okay, so I spent so much time in the menu waffling about the sliders. We spoke a bit about the stats. We spoke a bit about what to expect in this episode. So when it comes to this next game, we're going to be playing at home in the first leg of the Champions League. Tottenham are obviously a side that we need to be wary of. They played well against us the last time we played them. I think it was the semi-finals of the FA Cup where we went to extra time, and that was mainly because we did rotate. Our goalkeeper was very poor in goal in that game. We ended up subbing them off in extra time. I'm not too sure if you guys noticed. So yeah, hopefully we don't concede too many goals. We're gonna be using a strong starting 11, so expect us to try play them off the park. If it turns out Tottenham are taking it to us, we'll have to adapt, obviously, because a side like Tottenham, they have good personnel, and it's hard to play through them when they got everyone behind the ball and really structured. So yeah, without further ado, let's get the first leg underway. We are going to be using our normal 4-3-3 formation, our regular starting 11, which consists of Joao and Crespo. At the back, we have Corbett, LaCroix, Timber, and Malacia. In our midfield, we have Martinez, Bellingham, and Szoboszlai. Abbas is playing off the right. Richie's down the middle as our number 9. Joao Felix is playing as our left winger. Okay, so they've got him on the bench. So Maximiano is the goalkeeper. I figured it out. Spencer's at the back with Edwards, Marquinhos, Zagadou, and Udogie. In their midfield, they have Ngisa and Moretti. Brobby's up top. Gakpo's playing off the left. They also got Johnson on the right-hand side. Brobby's going to get everything underway in this tie. Tottenham are attacking to the left. We're attacking to the right. But yeah, you're going to witness firsthand what these sliders look like and what effect it could possibly have on the game. You may not notice it straight away because I normally start off slowly anyway. But yeah, the individual players, they move slower. It's like they kind of take their time to receive the ball. And even when you turn, you can't just burst and start running. It's like a momentum kind of thing that you need to build up, which is quite realistic for some. Richie, Abbas. So you probably might see less goals. I think all them 7-0 results, 6-0 results, 5-2, 4-2, it's going to slow down. Probably going to start seeing 1-0s, 2-0s. But again, this is kind of how I like to play career mode anyway. It's not always end-to-end. Sometimes it's like a tactical bout. And yeah, we're definitely going to have to endure a tactical bout. These sliders against Tottenham. There's Johnson. And Ngisa plays it to his right. Spence. Malacia, Johnson. It to Spence and receives it back on this right hand side. We're going to use Malacia to press and Felix to cover. Spence. Probably have to trigger the press. Well done, Felix. Does well to win the ball back. Timber. Plays the ball forward. Richie turns. Szoboszlai overlapping. Nope. Handball referee. Thank you. Burst into space. Bellingham couldn't keep up with him. Advantage given as a fullback almost basically clatters into Johnson. But we've got the ball back. Crespo. Malacia into his goalkeeper. LaCroix switches play to Joao Felix. Douglas Ritchie can run onto it. Marquinhos chasing. Douglas Ritchie bursts into the box, cuts it back. Szoboszlai 1-0. 1-0. It is to Manchester United. It's taken 22 minutes. And yeah, Tottenham were really structured at the back. It was kind of hard to break them down. That was our first proper shot on goal. And we've hit the back of the net with it. Okay, Douglas Ritchie driving that defensive. Marquinhos almost catching up to him. But easy tap in there for Szoboszlai. Moretti on the ball. Gakpo. Is it down the line into, not down the line, over the top into Moretti. Finds Brobby in the center. Brobby takes a long shot, save from Crespo. We need to be careful. Can't allow Brobby too much space on the ball, especially on his left foot. It makes dealing with the opposition attack's bearable at times as well, because they don't do that fast passing thing where it's like a pinball machine. They actually have to stop and think about their next pass. Abbas plays the ball forward. Richie, his run isn't tracked. Shot. Save. Maybe the runs in behind are a bit OP. I might have to do something about the opposition's line. I might make them a bit deeper, a bit more compact. I'm not too sure. We'll wait. See. Cody Gakpo and Gisa. All ball played in behind. Robbie cuts it back. Gakpo. Oh, really close there. Tottenham almost deciphered the defense. Survived that little ordeal. Got Felix on the ball. Szoboszlai turns, half time it is. 1-0 is the scoreline. It's not as cagey as I thought it would be. A few balls getting played in behind. Just haven't capitalized on every opportunity. But we take a lead into the interval nonetheless. So second half is underway. Szoboszlai, the only goal in this game. And we look to continue to dominate. Referee, no. Crowd did react to that though. Oh, shot from Robbie. I don't know why he's decided to do that. Maybe it's just the frustration of the AI not being able to just run and blast himself up the pitch and get shots off. Imagine that. The AI, they're like, nah, forget this. This man's handicapped us. I'll take his shots from the halfway line. Because there's no excuse for that. Good interception there by Corbett. 56 minutes on the clock, 4 minutes away from it. Hitting the hour mark. Still only 1-0. With a more positive side. Abbas. Bellingham. Gisa makes the block. Brennan Johnson into Brobby. He's going to be in a foot race with a bunch of United defenders. Chooses to opt out. Nice ball played forward by Moretti. Molasses in the way. Doesn't do well to get it cleared. Brobby in the box. Into Gakpo as 1-1. Tottenham have struck. It's an unlikely scenario that has just come upon us. Tottenham they looked like they were down and out. I know it's only 1-0, but the magnitude of their attacks, like, it just didn't look like they were trying enough. They didn't look like they were putting much effort until the second half. Look at that. Gakpo hits the top corner. It's a slow down. Plays it into Abbas. Abbas takes the ball down the line. Swings the ball into the box. Cleared out by Zambo and Gisa. Robbie's there with the takedown. Moretti to Gakpo, 68 minutes on the clock. Cody Gakpo, the player who bagged the equaliser. Got Udogie supporting him. Moretti. Udogie dinks over the top. There's Gakpo. Released down the left-hand side. Drills the ball into the centre. Malacia heads it down for United. Into Richie. Szoboszlai, the run is a bit too fast for my liking. And he's offside, Richie. Ball played forward. Well done, Corbett. And Kone get to that. Tussling for the ball. We noticed that there are going to be a lot of tussles for the ball. Because you can't just snatch a ball off a player and just start bursting into space. Robbie right in front of goal. Crespo did need to make that save because he had too much time and space. Like I was complaining about in the first half, we can't afford to do that. It's really dangerous. Dangerous game that we're playing. Ball goes in from Gakpo. Cleared out by Manu Kone. And Gisa on the edge of the box takes a shot. No, get back up. Zagadou takes another one. Crespo is being peppered right now. Oh, no. That looked like it was going to be a scrappy one in my box. Maybe I should stop spamming triangle and X. Maybe I should just spam the shooting button to get it cleared. More shots keep coming our way. We need to hit them on a break. Oh, we've got plays back forward. Malacia cuts it back. Felix shifts onto his right foot. Takes a shot. Maximiano with the save. His fellow countryman denies him the second goal. Look at that. Opens up his body, gets the shot off. Nice left hand to the shot. Come on, Rashford. Ref, watch these guys. Little tugs and pulls on the shirts. They're trying to win the ball back off of me. It's a lot of decent sequences of passes. Just can't play that killer final ball. Felix. Oh, come on, man. That's the thing. Someone will probably ask me, why don't I burst into space? The things with these slides, you can't do that no more. You actually have to proper play through. There we go. Abbas with the winner. 2-1 in the semi-finals. The dying moments of the first leg. We win the ball. Slip Abbas in behind. The Egyptian coolly and composed finds the bottom right corner. We did it in a good way. Scenes it is. That's his first goal in Europe this season. To be fair, Anti's has been getting most of the starts. 4 minutes have been added on. Declan Rice. That's the back. Moretti. Come on, we can't allow this to happen now. João Pedro. Declan Rice. Johnson. Ball goes in. Oh my God, you can't make any of this up. You can't make any of this up. João Pedro with a really good goal. Good ball put into the centre. He outjumps my centre back. And he finds in it. It's 2-2. Looks like it's going to be level terms when we go back to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Because I do want to continue to test out these sliders. And yeah, see if my players can actually outperform and outplay certain teams. Even though we both have a handicap, us and the AI. But let's just see. The next game's coming up. Aston Villa's next. Let's go. The league is already clinched, so you're going to see a rotated squad. Or we have rotated the squad quite heavily. Lacroix's leading out the side as he's the standing captain. And yeah, Aston Villa, they're on the platter for this game. We're going to have Ethan Fuller in goal. We have rotated the back line, rotated the midfield and the forward line. We'll probably get more in depth about the starting 11 as we kick off. So yeah, we're attacking to the right, Villa are attacking to the left. As you can see, the back line consists of João Victor and Lacroix with McHugh. Alvarado's playing on the right hand side. In our midfield, we have the Spanish connection. Calderon as the CDM. Our box to box is Roberto Ruiz. We've got Tony Mendes as the number 10. João Felix starting off the left hand side. We've got Rashford down the middle. Ball played forward into the box, cleared out by Harwood Bellis. And we have Gallo starting off the right hand side. Pedro Neto got frustrated and took a long shot instead. He's booked for a challenge off camera. I didn't notice it myself. They'll show us. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's that challenge on Gallo. Trying to make things work and tick in the midfield. It's possession retention. It's our all-time low for both sides. Calderon. Gallo. Robertson. Wins in that one-on-one battle. I just literally gave him a free path down this left-hand side for Aston Villa. Alvarado tracks back though. Gallagher. Alvarez. Ooh, Alvarez and Palmer combining the two former City players, do a 1-2. And Alvarez was through on goal. His shot is saved at the near post by Fuller. It's a corner kick to Villa. Samuel Louis distributes the ball to that left-hand side. Right-hand side for Villa. Got the ball back though. Felix passes it into Ruiz. Cuts it back. Mendes. Rashford on his right foot. Hits it hard and low. There we go. 1-0. We finally beaten Samuel Louis. We finally got a proper shot on goal. And once we actually hit the target, we find the back of the net. Rashford, that's his 32nd goal in all competitions. Cuts them off there. Alvarado. Gallo comes short, plays Alvarado in behind. He's up against Andrew Robertson. Alvarado swings the ball into the box, taken down on the chest of Rashford. Shifts the ball into his left foot. Wide on that right-hand post. Unlucky there for Marcus Rashford. Cole Palmer's being replaced for Aston Villa. Kahanoglu is his replacement. Calderon. Into Gallo. Ruiz. Does well. Skips the challenge there. Abbas. Ruiz. Was going to try to play a ball from deep. Weren't going to work. Player was in the way. Ruiz again. Spread that play to the left into Gallo. Gallo, who's dangerous, cutting in on the inside. Gallo, right foot shot. Forces Samuel Louis to make a save. Well, corner kick down this right-hand side. 3 changes being made for United. Calderon's being replaced by Eriksson. Abu Ahmed is making his first team debut for United. He's going to be playing in the number 10. We took off a Ruiz for him. Mendes is playing as a box-to-box midfielder. And ball being played into the box. Shao Victor doesn't get to it before Jimenez. Ahmed. Mendes on the edge of the box. Not at the edge of the box. Outside the box. He takes a shot. Referee. He's just blatantly knocked over Abbas. What's going on there? Fuller. Three minutes added on. Go on, Abbas. Plays the ball in behind. Elias Bernard. Elias Bernard through on goal. Bernard makes it 2-0. That puts an end to this match. Not that we needed the 3 points, but it's good to continue your winning ways. Shows a level of professionalism that we're not going to take the league lightly now that we bagged our 7th title. But Elias Bernard adds another goal to his tally. 2-0 is the scoreline against Aston Villa. A home victory has been recorded. We've got a debutant in Abu Ahmed. We didn't really get to see enough of him, but yeah, he's got his first team appearance under his belt. Got another set of 3 points under our belts. And we've got a really tough task coming up next. Tottenham Hotspur, the second leg, where it's 2-2 currently in that tie. Okay, so now it's time to find out whether it's about the money, game time, or just the love for the club. Let's find out. Marcus Rashford and his agent are right in front of us right now. So let's see. Marcus Rashford, we're going to go important. Sure, that should be okay. Important, because he does play quite a lot of games. Important. Crucial. Guys, it's officially the end of Marcus Rashford as a Man United player. I'm not going to go through this for another couple of seasons. I knew this was going to happen. I just knew it. Thank you, Maxwell Simon. Thank you. Like, it actually hurts to put an offer on the table and get told, no, I want this role. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. We need to start lining up some replacements. So in terms of players that I've got in mind, I've already got guys lined up. So this is where a player like Rashford messed up, because there's no going back. I already made my mind up now. I've got my mind set on a striker or a couple of strikers. So we have Uxio Delgado, 20 years of age, Spanish, 79 rated. He's the right profile to bring in as a third choice striker. But if we want to be naive and be silly, we can go in for Mohamedou Low. I doubt he's going to accept any role other than an important player, and he may cause the dilemma or create the same dilemma that Rashford has created just now. But yeah, we have several options. We have the Ronaldo regen, who is a bit overpowered. He'll be trodden on the toes of Bernard and Richie, because he's going to grow into a player that's going to want to be the star man instantly. We pretty much have a season 8 left. We could squeeze season 9 out. We'll have to wait and see, but we've only got 1 season remaining to play on camera together. So we need to think about a player that's going to work with the unity of the squad and not cause problems next season. And just, I want it to be kumbaya for the last season, you know. But yeah, these are the 3 options. Nah, not 4. I don't want the De Oliveira. It's not a bad shout, you know. So I'm going to say De Oliveira or Delgado. Those are the 2 options. Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, let me know what you think of those options, or shall I wait it out a bit longer? Yeah, I'm pumped up for this game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Second leg against Tottenham. 2-2 currently. And we are being asked about David De Gea. He's not refused to sign a contract. We've not even put a contract on the table. This is what the media is doing. Just making up lies. Making up lies, mate. He's our right player. I want him here. It's up to the player. Why am I saying things that I don't want to say? Because I don't want him here. He's not our player right now. Well, he is, but I don't want him. And it's not up to him. It's up to me. But we're just going to say that. I'm going to ruin his morale. Because he should have left time ago. Like, I sound like a jackass of a manager, but he should have left in the summer. He had multiple offers. He also had a lot of offers as a free agent. He didn't want to agree any terms. He thinks he's owed a contract. These guys are bonkers. These guys, like, I like the players that are loyal to Man United. Like, we love you, but there has to come a time and a place where you put sentiment aside and think about the betterment of the squad. We want to move forward. David De Gea is not the best goalkeeper. I feel like my second choice keeper is better at the minute. And on top of that, Marcus Rashford, he's upset me. We've got two back-to-back idiots telling me what's what. Let's head off into this game, man. Okay, so we have a task at hand. It's not going to be an easy one, but we are going to be up for it nonetheless. Man United versus Tottenham for the second leg is all square in this tie. It's 2-2 on the aggregate. Marcus Rashford continues to start for us despite contract talks going wrong. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tottenham Hotspur attacking to the right. We're attacking to the left. Tottenham are getting off to a flying start already. Instantly looking to get forward with Gakpo. Robbie takes a shot. I tried my hardest to try and stop them from getting a shot off. It's kind of an ego thing. If they get the first shot off, they probably think they're establishing authority by letting their nuts hang. That's basically how I look at it. The first team that bursts forward and takes a shot and looks like a threat, they're letting their nuts hang, and we can't allow that to happen. Not in their stadium. Not on a big stage like this. Rashford in behind. Ooh, goes around the keeper. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Richie slips Rashford in behind. And normally, Rashford's first touch will be an issue, but I'm assuming with these sliders, it slowed him down enough for him to take a calmer first touch, because the first touch wasn't that good anyway. But the first touch initially that he would have taken would have sent him right into the keeper, probably flying into him. Well, he's composed himself and gone round him. It's 1-0. Gakpo to Brobbey. Dicks over the top to Gakpo, who heads it back into Brobbey, who's in the box on his left foot. Oh, what a save by Crespo. I think that was Zambo and Gisa with the shot. Crespo makes a crucial save there. Abbas, goal. Oh, gets past Reguilon. Chop him. Oh, Reguilon stops me. Drag him up, drag him up. Nope. Get the ball back, thank you. It's a real tussle for possession right now. Bellingham. Timber. It's a Bosnam switch and play. That right hand side's looking a bit too scary for me. Got Bellingham on the ball. Turn. Squares it into Sabozlai. Long shot. Doesn't test out trap enough. Second half is underway. And only leading by that one goal from Marcus Rashford. Bellingham was waiting for a run. Malacia plays the ball into the box. Volley from Rashford. Goes over the bar. Oh, Johnson turns. Don't know how he's come out of that scenario. That lucky with the ball. Cuts it back into Anguissa. Brobbey and Anguissa go back and forth. Emerson Royale. Left foot strike. I didn't know he had a weak foot on him. Cuts in and he tests the keeper out. It's going to be considered a historical clash once we get done with this save. RemelHD and Conte. Like two peas in a pod. We got Felix. Turns. Right foot strike. Kevin Trapp with another save. Again, he's managing to keep us out for this long. Just got to hope and keep our fingers crossed that there's not going to be any late drama that can involve us going to extra time like the FA Cup. McHugh. Felix turns. Plays into space. Got Richie. Cuts in. On his right. And Zagadou cuts across with a lovely challenge. I have no complaints about that. One last attack from Tottenham. Reguilon charging down this right-hand side. Cuts in on his left. McHugh's there. Follow up with a clearance. Richie. There we go. 1-0. Really close tie. We made it through to the Champions League final, just about. And as per usual, this historical clash between me and Conte is really close. They gave us a game across both legs. Obviously, the second leg we were more dominant. It's just Kevin Trapp was really good in goal. And I just want more of the same of the players. I like these sliders. I think I can get used to it. Obviously, you don't get too much action, too many goals, but this will do. But yeah, hopefully there's going to be more goals to come for you guys in the episode, unless you enjoy seeing bouts that are tactical and you have to figure out ways to hit the back of the net. I don't know what floats you guys boats, but yeah, hopefully off camera I get more practice with these sliders, and you're gonna see a bit more fluid gameplay on my end at least. Yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna play these games off camera, and we'll regroup for the FA Cup final. So that's the headline: 4-goal Richie undoes Brighton's defense. So we played the 2 games off camera. We managed to lose 1-0 against Everton. Shock and horror, shock and horror. In that game, I felt like the build-up was too slow from our players, and on top of that, Everton, they moved the ball around really good. They didn't look like a side that were flirting with relegation earlier on this season, and we ended up smashing Brighton 8-0. We have made some tweaks to the sliders here and there, nothing too major. So we've upped the tempo of the passing. We've increased it to 38. It was on 36 before. In terms of the opposition, we've lowered their passing error down to 52, and on top of that, we've increased their marking, I think, to 58. Increase their market to 58. I'm gonna increase their run frequency as well to see if they get more runs in behind. It'll probably make it more end-to-end, more things for me to think about, and it might make it an even more of an open game, whilst also keeping it as close to a football simulation as it's supposed to be. Because when it's all the way up to 50 speed, it feels like I'm playing an extended version of Ultimate Team, but just in career mode. And yeah, I kind of remember doing this quite a lot with FIFA 22, slowing down the gameplay. Not as slow as this, but I feel like the characters with the new animations, they look a bit more realistic, a bit more human. I feel like a lot of the time these guys are gliding around the pitch. They don't even look like they're actually running. They look like they're hovering, but in a running motion. But yeah, like I said, we played the 2 games off camera. Now we have to turn our attentions to the FA Cup final, which will be played against Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton, they've had a good season, in my honest opinion. They just beat Arsenal 4-2 as well. It was a recent result. Let me scroll up just to show you guys. 4-2 against Arsenal, and they're in top 4. Top 4. I didn't think it was gonna be a reality for them, but they've overtaken Manchester City, who have 68 points, to Wolverhampton 69. But yeah, you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. We are gonna still have a game on our hands. We're not gonna take Wolverhampton lightly. We are gonna rotate a bit, keep our cup goalkeeper consistent, Ethan Fuller, but I still think we'll manage to win the game. The final trip to Wembley, Manchester United versus Wolverhampton for this FA Cup final. I hope you guys are looking forward to this encounter, because I have been looking forward to it ever since we started this episode. Marcus Rashford leading out the side, as this could potentially be his last opportunity to lift up silverware physically for this squad, for this club. We are going to be lining up with Ethan Fuller in goal. At the back we have Unai Alvarado, João Victor, Silva and McHugh. In our midfield we have Ericsson, Ruiz and Szoboszlai as the number 10. Up front, we have Rashford as the number 9, Gallows playing off the left, Abbas is starting on the right hand side. So Wolverhampton will have Ramsdale in goal, Zanoli's at the back with Laporte, Romero and Oud. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Sangare's in the midfield with Sanchez and Enzo Fernandez. On the right hand side, there are Salamakers. Down the middle, they have, I think his name's Andre Silva, and we have Gills on the left hand side. I don't know, I'm butchering the Wolverhampton team, but anywho's, the FA Cup finals here, we're about to get kicked off. Okay, so Andre Silva gets the game kicked off for Wolverhampton. We're attacking to the right, they're attacking to the left. The sun is setting on this afternoon. In this afternoon, FA Cup final. So we've got the double out of the way. That consists of the EFL Cup and the Premier League title. So are we gonna bag another FA Cup? This will also be our 5th FA Cup title in this series. As you can see, the ball's moving a lot faster when I'm passing it around. Ruiz, challenge there from Salamakers. Referee blows the whistle for a free kick. Ooh, quickly take it. Rashford. Oh, I messed that one up there. Like I said, they are quite intense, Wolverhampton, on and off the ball. Oh, Abbas finds a Szoboszlai. Oh, Rashford. Oh, he finds the goal. He finds the goal. 10 minutes in, we've taken the lead. Marcus Rashford is on the score sheet. There was a lot of moments there I was thinking or contemplating to just dink it with Szoboszlai. I thought maybe shoot with Ruiz. Then I saw Rashford wide open. Ramsdale hurrying to get across. Just gave up halfway through and the goal was wide open. We have taken the lead. Alvarado. Oh, referee. Yellow card, please. I want to see a card given. I know it's early on in the final, but he should know better. Yellow card awarded to Ryan Gowes. Lots of possession in this final. Oh, Sangare. Crunching challenge. Wins the ball. McHugh. Gallo. Oh, breaks the legs of Sanchez. Has McHugh on the outside. Rashford on the inside. Gallo bursts into the center, takes a shot, gets a shot off. Ramsdale pulls off a save. I'm loving this gameplay so far. 25 minutes in. Got a corner kick down this right hand side. So that defeat against Everton ended our 23 unbeaten run. We're looking to start a new one after that 8-0 victory. It's a wonderful way to start a new unbeaten streak. Alvarado's still carrying a knock. Heebie-jeebies, man. Come on. 32 minutes on the clock. Time's ticking. We need to bag ourselves the second goal. Rashford takes the ball out wide after receiving it from Gallo. He's got several men on him. McHugh comes to show some support. So does Ruiz. Finds himself in the same scenario as Rashford. McHugh cross in, cleared out by Sangare. Born Eriksson heads it back down. Got Abbas on the ball. Abbas thinks over the top into Rashford. Cuts it back into Gallo. He has Ruiz on the edge of the box. Takes the shot wide on that left-hand post. Not really challenging Ramsdale. He looked certain that it was going wide. Only moved to see it go past his goal. McHugh going down the line with Zanoli. Cuts it back into Ruiz. Gallo. Ruiz. McHugh. Ruiz again. Dinks over the top. Finds Szoboszlai. What a ball! What a ball! Oh, how have we not dispatched that? Oh my goodness me. That was a ball. That was a ball. Gallo. Caught in possession by Salamakers. We're heading off into the interval. It's 1-0 currently. I'm enjoying this one. I can't lie to you lot. Wolverhampton, they haven't had much bite. They did show a high intensity at the start of the match. I just think their passing choices are a bit odd. Even though I've lowered down the passing error, they still go for a direct ball and sometimes it's never run. So yeah, let's see in the second half if we can double the lead though. Now, we look to continue to dominate in the second half, but I want to improve the goal scoring. Eriksson switches play to the right hand side. Alvarado, referee, he's on a yellow card, so referee, please speak to him about that conundrum that he's got going on. So Cho, he's replacing the, oh come on man, why are you being smart? That's a smart substitution. I'm pretty sure he's more of a threat as well. So the guy we was just talking about with the yellow card, he's just been replaced by Cho. Don't like defending against him. Alvarado, early ball in, cleared away by Laporte. One must ask, how does Enzo Fernandez and Laporte end up at Wolverhampton? Eriksson. McHugh. Switch that play again. Abbas take that down. Abbas does well. Abbas. Enzo Fernandez just ball watching. Abbas gets a shot. Finds the top corner. What a goal in the FA Cup final. Abdel Wahab Abbas. This is what the fans come to see. They've paid their money. We put on a show. Oh, Enzo Fernandez, criminal. Look at him. cruising around like a luxurious player as Abbas finds the top right corner of Ramsdale's goal. Pick that out of the bins, mate. Pick that out of the bins. I think we're in the heads of Wolverhampton right now. They don't know whether to press, whether to disengage. This is the fear that I love to strike into my opponents. Go on, McHugh plays a lovely ball. Abbas takes it down perfectly. That left back has been on him all game. Obviously, Abbas got the better of him with the goal, but he's actually been in the back pocket of that left back. Salamakis is replaced. 60 minutes gone. Oh, Munoz. That guy's a regen. He's a problem if he lives up to his attributes. Ball played into the box. Laporte gets it out. Munoz, his first touch of the ball, is into Cho. Tries to go alone. And that's the decision making I'm talking about. Zangauri. First and forward with the ball for Wolverhampton. Andre Silva, Munoz, Cho, Renato Sanchez, Cho, Enzo Fernandez on the ball. Poor pass. He's had a poor game, Enzo. Szoboszlai. Oh, tried to play into the space, into the gap. Keep forgetting I'm on semi, so I have to apply more power. Well done, Szoboszlai. Rashford run. I see you. I see you. All over the top. Foot race between Rashford and Laporte. Rashford wins. Rashford waiting for support from Abbas. Abbas shows support. The shot is deflected off Romero, and that is free. 68 minutes played. We are 3-0 up in the FA Cup final. The treble is looking more likely to be complete. Obviously, we still got some time left. We don't know what the FIFA gods have planned for us, but let's see. Let's see. 2 substitutions being made now. We're taking off Szoboszlai, bringing on Tony Mendes. Shao Victor is being replaced by Tommy Sheehan. So we're moving Andre Silva to the right-hand side of the partnership, the duo. See, Tommy Sheehan's left-footed, so he's playing on the left side. Ruiz turns. Ruiz just gives me Fabregas vibes. I don't know why. There's a Mendes. Oh, well done, Mendes. Rise the challenge. Thinks over the top. There's Abbas. Abbas. I don't know what that was there. I just wanted to dink it into the center. Won't flick that on. Handball. Thank you. Abbas stands over this one. I haven't hit one with Abbas before. Abbas to get up and over this wall. Does exactly that, but forces a save out of Ramsdale. I thought it hit the wall for a moment. Enzo Fernandez turns and plays a ball into Andre Silva. Oh, wide open. We're there for the taking for this counter attack. Munoz with the shot. Fuller tested in that moment. Makes the save. Clean sheet pending in the FA Cup final. That's good to have on your CV. Ruiz. Good ball control from Ruiz. Spreads play out to the right. Alvarado takes it down. Abbas showing support. Abbas. Lovely challenge there by Enzo Fernandez. The most the most I've seen him break a sweat in this match. Ruiz. Abbas. I see Wolverhampton triggering the offside trap. Ball dinked over the top. It doesn't help them either way. Rashford gets an easy tap in. It's 4-0. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. I spotted what they were doing. I knew from the jump what to do after that. Bernard gets an assist. Rashford bags himself a double in the cup final. It is dink over the top. Told you guys. Cesc Fabregas vibes. Ruiz plays the ball before the assist. Fuller. And out from the back now. Abbas turns instantly. Ruiz. Wolverhampton are wide open. Marcus Rashford for a hat-trick in the final. Marcus Rashford bags a hat-trick in possibly his last cup final for Manchester United. And We just played them off the park from start to finish. Wolverhampton, they probably worked hard to get to this position, but the hard work was for nothing, clearly. That full-time whistle has gone. FA Cup champions again. The treble is complete. And we just forever solidified Wembley Stadium as our second home. Back-to-back wins this year. Aaron Ramsdale conceded way too many goals for a cup final. So stepping onto the podium are the Man United players, but most important of all, Marcus Rashford. Why couldn't you just sat down in my office and just been humble and accepted an important role? But here we go. He's about to lift the FA Cup. His last trophy lifted aloft above his head for United. Marcus Rashford helps us secure another FA Cup title, our 5th title in this rebuild. Let's head off into the menu. I found my money shot, but I've just come to the conclusion that this guy is a bellend, because he's literally done the exact same thing with Tony Mendes as well. Look, he's beefing him. What are you beefing him about, bruv? Why is he such a problem? Yes, this guy. What's wrong with him? 3 games is what we have remaining in this current campaign. Watford, Spurs and AC Milan. We're only going to play Watford and AC Milan for the next episode on camera. Spurs will be played off camera because I feel like we play them way too often. In terms of the side we're going to use against Watford, is going to be a mixture between the fringe players and youth players. So guys that don't get too many minutes, and just the players that were just promoted from the youth academy. In terms of AC Milan, it's going to be the normal strong 11 with maybe a few rotations here and there, depending on form, depending on injuries or sharpness. But yeah, expect that one to be fireworks, that episode there. In terms of the top goal scorers now, top goal scorer is Richie, currently with 30 goals and 33 appearances to Haaland's 25. Beneath Haaland, 3rd place is Pulisic, actually he's joint 3rd technically, with Robbie, who also has 21 goals. Darwin Núñez has 20, just one behind those 2 players there. In terms of assists, we don't check assists enough. Let me make sure I'm pressing the right button. I always press R2 and end up skipping the competition. So there's a lot of assists going on in the camp for Manchester United. So we have 21 from Szoboszlai sitting at 1st. João Felix is on 17, sitting at 2nd. 3rd is Richie, the top goal scorer himself, 12. Haaland's 4th with 10. And then we have Anthony, he's 5th with 10 as well. Haaland's got 10 assists. What's going on in the Manchester City midfield? Haaland's just meant to be bagging the goals, not getting involved in the build-up. What's going on? The 2 options that I mentioned earlier on, take them into consideration and get back to me. Delgado or Oliveira. Gabriel de Oliveira from Lazio, aka Latium. However you want to say it, man. But yeah, those 2 players are looking quite interesting for 3rd choice striker, or we can rely on a youth player, because we've got several players in the youth academy. Not several, probably just about 2 that are loaned out. So we have Marchetti and Pap. Pap is 18 years of age, Marchetti's 20. And as you can see, there is a bit of a difference in attributes. I won't say there's a golfing class, because Pap could creep up with one more low move and probably overtake Marchetti. But yeah, you guys decide, what should we do with the 3rd choice striker? Should we go with a youth academy player or go into the market? I don't really see myself spending too much, because we do have a really good squad. But yeah, I think I've done a lot of waffling. In this episode, so we're gonna break off here. If you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere video or upload one. But yeah, top 4 is wide open. I think only Liverpool are comfortable at the moment. Chelsea and Wolverhampton and Man City are going at it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how everything transpires and unfolds. Before I go, remember to check the description for the sliders if you do want to copy those sliders and play at the same tempo as me and see how you get on. And if I do make any additional changes, I'll keep updating them as I go along. It's probably the easiest way for me to be on top of updating them. So if you guys keep asking for updated sliders or asking me what sliders I use, it's just gonna be there in the comment section. I don't have to take a picture and upload it on the channel. It's a lot easier. But yeah, that's it. Take care for now. Peace.